All right, so yesterday we started talking about circles and some of the formulas that go along with the circles. We discussed what a radius and a diameter is, as well as minor arcs, major arcs, and all of that good stuff. So today what we're going to talk about specifically is some formulas that go along with those circles. First, we're going to talk about circumference. Circumference you can write in two different ways. You can either say circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius, or you can say circumference is equal to pi times the diameter. All right, the other formula we're going to look at is area. The area is pi r squared. All right, this is the number of units inside a circle. Okay, so you would take the radius, for example, if the radius were 3, square that, so that would be 9, multiply it by pi, you'd get your area of your circle. All right, so going along with that same line, we actually have a new vocabulary word today. That one is concentric circles, and these concentric circles lie on the same plane and have the same center, but have different radii, or radii. All circles are similar circles, so concentric circles are also similar. So that means that if you were to look at this group of concentric circles, they all share a middle point. However, the radius of each circle is different. For example, of the yellow circle, it's just that. For the pink circle, it goes all the way out to there. The blue circle, all the way out to that edge, and the purple circle all the way out to that edge. All right. All right, so the next thing we have is arc length. Arc length, or the length of an arc, is different from the degree measure of an arc. The arc length is the distance that a piece of string representing the arc. So for example, say we have a circle here, okay? And let's say we have an arc. All right, so what they're talking about is that the degree of the measure of the arc, which is like the degree of this angle right here, is different than the measure of the arc, which is from this point right here all the way to this point, if we were to put a piece of string representing that arc. And the formula for this particular, for arc length, is the measurement of arc AB. So here, I'll write it down for you. So the measurement of arc AB, and we write that as AB with an arc over it, over 360, and you multiply all of that times 2 pi r. All right, so for example, in this circle, we would have A right here, B right here, and let's say my radius, which would be right here. All right, if we had the radius of 4, we would plug that into there, and we would find out what the measure of the arc length is, depending on what information they give to us. All right. All right, so let's do some examples. So for example, we have find the length of each arc shown in red. Leave your answer in terms of pi, which means you don't need to multiply out pi. All right, so in this case, we are going to use the formula we just got, this measurement of arc AB over 360 times 2 pi r. So my measurement is 45 degrees over 360. Multiply that by 2 pi, and my radius, which in this case is 14. All right, if you were to multiply all that out, you would get 7 pi over 2. All right, and you can leave your answer just like that, 7 pi over 2. All right, so if you could please in your whisk tonight do problem B for me, that would be great. Now make sure B is a little bit of a trick question. They're talking about this 60 degrees being this arc right here. So you're trying to find this whole arc. And notice this diameter, okay? All right, so this information down here, don't worry about it. That's what we're going to be learning about in our next video. So just worry about doing B and think about all of the formulas I gave to you today. One is probably, or two of them are probably review, and one is probably a new concept for you. All right, so please bring any questions you have into class tomorrow. Otherwise, have a good evening.